You know that the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, put out a number saying that about 2.3 million people over a long period of time might not keep their jobs if the Affordable Care Act is fully implemented, because then they won't need their jobs desperately for their insurance. Now, I happen to think that those people are not bums, that a lot of them are retired. In fact, I knew someone who's a high-level executive who was retired and had to go back to work just to get health insurance because his wife was sick, right? He's not a bum. He worked hard his whole life. In fact, he was incredibly successful. He had to just go back to work for health insurance sake. Now, the Republicans think, good, you had it coming, right? Don't trust me. I'm about to show you that that's what they think. Now, when Democrats say, hey, listen, you should have job freedom, right? To be able to leave your job, to go to another job, not without worrying about your insurance, or leave your job entirely if that's what you want to do and you have enough money to be able to afford to do that, right? Republicans are against that. Now, part of that leads to Walmart putting out an ad. Now, they don't care as much about the Affordable Care Act. They care that they pay people a very, very low wage, and they basically want them to suck it up and just go to work anyway. So they put out this ad glorifying hard work. Yeah, we all like hard work. We just don't like it at $7.25 when I can't even get to poverty level on a Walmart salary, right? Now, of course, Fox News loves this.
Which is exactly why Michael Rowe's spot that he did for Walmart seems to be resonating online. It makes you take a position and whatever, and makes you ask yourself the question, whatever happened to the glory in hard work? Listen.
One time, I made things, and I took pride in the things I made. And my belts whirred, and my engines cranked. I opened my doors to all, and together we filled pallets and trucks. And then one day, the gears stopped turning. But I'm still here, and I believe I will rise again. We will build things, and build families, and build dreams. It's time to get back to what America does best. Because work is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, work's a beautiful thing. I'm not sure it's as beautiful when you get paid minimum wage. So nobody's got an issue with that. I love this propaganda campaign. Basically, Walmart is telling their workers, if you don't like the pay we're giving you, you're bums and you don't know the value of work. Thank you. We really appreciate that advice, okay? Now, we would literally value work more if you valued it more and gave us a decent wage. But now Fox is going to connect this as the Affordable Care Act. Let's watch.
Big CBO report had 2.5 million jobs being lost as a result of the Affordable Care Act, sort of de-incentivizing work for many, sucking the power out of the middle class. Well, now Democrats are saying, well, we don't have the jobs that were promised. Now we're facing future job loss as projected. So what's left to do? We'll change the narrative. Job schmob. Who needs a job?
Job schmob. Who needs it? But nobody said that. Okay. But of course, what they want to say is, if you actually want to have, and this is the way the Democrats should frame it, job freedom, to be able to go from job to job based on what you want and what's right for your career, instead of being wedded to a company that is holding health insurance, your health insurance hostage over you, or you just flat out, you worked enough, you're whatever you are, you're 65, you're 70, you're 80, but you can't leave because you don't have health insurance. Okay, well, this allows you to do that, right? But they don't want you to have that kind of freedom. They need you chained to whatever job you already have. That's what Fox wants, not people who are bums and say job schmob. Okay, here's more from the brainiacs at Fox.
I mean, look at different Democrats coming out for the same exact message. I mean, they were out there spinning from Senator Durbin to David Plouffe on down.
Yeah, and what the common theme is job lock. That's going to be the new, remember Lockbox?
Right.
This is going to be the new one, job lock. What they're saying is, hey, you know what, job lock is a bad thing. And what it does is it enables you to go out there now, and if you don't like the job you have, with Obamacare, you could just float from job to job because you're really not happy with the job you have. No more job lock is what the spin we were hearing on the Sunday shows.
Right, it'll give you more time to relax, spend with your family, write a haiku. Well, Trey Gowdy, thankfully, is bringing in a little dose of reality.
Haiku. Did anybody mention a haiku? I mean, we saw 6 Democrats on the screen there. We didn't see what they were saying. I don't doubt that they were all on the same talking point. That's what they often do, right? Republicans and Democrats. But that talking point is pretty sensible. Do you want to be locked into your job? Okay, I mean, I don't mind because it's my job, right? But my guess is not everybody wants to be locked into that job. And it's not because you want to write a haiku. It's because you'd like a better job or a different job. That makes sense, doesn't it? Not according to the genius that Fox News has brought on here. Let's hear him out.
The liberals and the Democrats want you to believe is, well, but you'll have more time to write poetry. And you can sit around and figure out whether infinity is a number or just a concept. Well, that's great until you try to go buy your grandkid a birthday present or you try to pay the heating bill. Go give your interpretation of a poem to the clerk. They're going to want money.
God, these guys, man, they kill me, man. Oh, you want to go job to job? Well, I'll ignore that part, and instead I'll say you're a fucking poet. Ha ha! Try to pay your bills with infinity or a poem. Ha! The funny thing is the audience eats it up. They're like, oh, that's a good one. Haiku, haiku. Liberals are so gay.